two ends of something that are completely wrong, but it happens to be everything that we want. When we want something different, then we'll create something different. And globally, we want something different, and the whole system is collapsing, but we don't want the collapse. The collapse doesn't feel too good, but it is exactly what we all want. I personally believe that we need to create a new direction so it's not so painful. We're not aware of what that new direction actually looks like yet. We don't have that vision. We don't know what heaven on earth looks like. I'm hearing so many statements that say, you can't create heaven on earth. You cannot create a peaceful world. It's our human nature to fight. And it's like, no, that's just a belief. If you believe things are impossible, then enjoy your experience. That is what's inside you. You want to experience the war because you don't believe in something completely different. But as soon as we open up our minds to something completely different, then we'll see something completely different. We will create something completely different. We are getting exactly what it is that we are attracting. To break out of the same pattern over and over again is to want something completely different. To change the feelings that are within inside you. And right now, from my observation, there's so many levels of lies that we believe to be true. You will fight to your death to prove that you are right, no matter how wrong you are. We all seem to have this death wish. We've seen throughout history everything dies, but that's just a belief. That's just something that we've seen in our experience, that we see play out over and over again, so we must believe that it's true. That's a concept that's like, okay, how do you really, really shift the brain to believe, no, everything is meant to live, not to die? Nothing is as it appears. We all seem to have this death wish, yet we want to live. That is the contradiction. It's like we're all fighting to live and to survive, yet every single one of our actions, everything that's inside us, is attracting our death. And it's like, okay, there's the shift that needs to happen, is you gotta have a life wish, not a death wish. There was one other comment that I wanted to make, but it's losing my mind right now. We are here's the thing, is the program that we have inside us is to believe that we are lacking in something. And as long as the universe can convince you that you are lacking, then you'll chase after it. But if you feel like you're full up, then you won't be chasing anything. You'll be enjoying what it is you have. It's very much like the Wizard of Oz, where Dorothy is searching outside in the bigness of the experience to get something that she doesn't believe she has, when she ends up finding out, oh, I had it all along, and could then enjoy life. But we can't actually imagine that we'd enjoy life if we actually realize that we do have it all inside us, that there is no need to chase after. And when I was comparing why is it I can attract all of these amazing things, and why is it I'm attracting all of this abuse, I found that life is about two things. It's about not transforming your complaints and excuses, which is the unknown problem. We think everything is created outside of ourselves, but is actually created by ourselves. And when you start to be aware of why is it you make a complaint and why is it you make an excuse, if this is a problem and I can transform my own individual problem into its solution, then one by one I overcome every one of my problems. And holodynamics definitely shows you the process of how to transform your problem into a solution. The twofold also is to feel full of instead of lacking of. When I was attracting all of this amazing stuff, it is this water bottle concept. It does make you aware of your complaints and excuses. It's like this is the time that humanity needs to make more and more complaints and excuses, only so you can be aware of your unknown problem and transform it and live a life where you have no complaints or no excuses. Twofold, it's to make you feel what you don't feel. And you're lacking love, so you're chasing love. You're lacking happiness, so you're chasing happiness. But so that lacking feeling, that lacking vibration is what you're attracting all the time. So if you transform that to feel, get your magnet of love inside you first, then you will attract it. When you're dealing with a lack of it, then you're repelling it and wondering why it's not happening, because it will be in your unknown problem. Your unknown problem is forcing you to reject love and happiness. It's the other opposite end of a magnetics. It's repulsing it. But if you want to attract it, then you are the epicenter of the attraction. So you have to actually feel, because feeling is the vibration that makes that attraction. So you actually have to feel the love, feel happiness, when there ain't nothing to be happy about. But remember a time. When did it feel love? When did it feel happiness? Now, there are 6 different intentions that I could see that I felt without a doubt when I was attracting these magical things that society says was impossible. Every one of these feelings, when I meditate on this, I can attract it instantly. It's my awareness of am I really attracting what's inside me? They were a sense of gratitude and humanity. When I was grateful for it, before it even showed up. You can't appreciate something when it shows up if you can't recognize it, and gratitude makes you recognize it. Prosperity and abundance, it's not necessarily money, it's a matter of I'm a prosperous being. I don't have to chase it and lack it. I am already it. What's that feeling feel like? Alignment and harmony. You feel you're perfectly in alignment for all hell, but you're in perfect alignment to create all heaven. What's the other one? Confidence and certainty. I was confident. Every time that I create what I want, I'm confident and certain about it. When I'm doubtful is when I create all hell. These 6 models, I won't go through all of them right now, but that is something that we all should sort of be aware of, is these intentions are so freaking powerful, but the intention has to be internal and not external. You can't have the intention to do well out into your universe. That will be the intention to destroy you. The intention has to be within inside you. Change the magnet within inside you, and then just watch the universe and what it attracts, and see it is what you want. I'm looking for change. I'm trying to attract change. So I'm changing what's inside me. I'm being whatever it is that I want to attract. I'm no longer angry. I am angry, but I'm loving the process. It pains me to see that millions and millions of people have to die in order for humanity to make that shift. But I have to accept and allow that this is how all of humanity will evolve, is through watching how harmful everything is in order for us to see, oh, maybe we're a little wrong. Maybe we should change our minds. Maybe we should look within ourselves instead of outside of ourselves. for what it is we want to attract. Maybe we should recognize, while you're the green apple and there's a red apple in front of you, that apple is you. It's still an apple. It is attracting to you, and be careful what you want to attract. Interesting concept. Moving on.
The consistent continuity of reality does not require quanta to have any specific sequence in time. A quantum is not subject to any notion of space or time and can occupy all of its possible quantum states simultaneously. This is called quantum superposition and has been demonstrated in experiments such as the double-slit experiment or quantum teleportation, where every electron in the universe, for example, could be the exact same one.
Now, this is an interesting concept, superposition. Superposition is in your now moment, where every direction you take is a possibility. You can go down this road, you can go down this road, you can go down this road, you can go down endless streams of thought that you want to go down. It's what stream of thought do you want to take? Now, in this Mandelbrot set, patterns within patterns, what's in the micro is also in macro. In the smallest aspect of what it is we see, I'm not so focused on scientific terminology, so I won't know the name of the smallest. What is it, a particle? What is it, an atom, a neutron? Whatever is the exact smallness, what they found is it's all hollow. It's just spinning pieces of information that's reflected off of light so you can see it. There are spinning pieces of information that are translucent, that you can't see. You can't see air particles, but it doesn't mean it's not there. You can see energy waves, but it doesn't mean it's not there just because you can't see it. In the universal world, as we look out into our galaxies, doesn't it look like it's spinning? It's a reflection of the micro. And science is learning that if you can understand the bigness, you can understand the smallness. If you can understand the smallness, you can understand the bigness. When I took computer programming, which it really makes you get a good understanding of our programming, metaphors was the best way of trying to solve problems. Metaphors are the way we look at one concept and try to understand this concept, use a metaphor in a different scenario, and you'll see the same patterns. So in this superposition, you can have an all-knowing. Right now, this spinning, the bigness of our experience is the gathering of a problem that over time you find the solution. It's all matter that we can't quite understand yet. It's all consciousness that we can't really obtain our conscious awareness of, which is basically just get an understanding of the bigger picture and you develop your consciousness. So in this all-knowing, which is something that happened to me, and it's almost like you got to crash every one of your belief systems, and then you all of a sudden get this all-knowing. It's like you have to break down all of your belief systems, and in our global experience, this whole system is crashing, and it's killing millions of people, but that crash is going to make us be more consciously aware of what the hell we're doing. So I have also noticed that when I did receive this sort of all-knowing, when all of my belief systems were crashed,